was your store-bought woman. You make me sing like a guitar. Hang on to me, girl, that song keeps running on. Play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Crack the nose and make me smile. Girl, if it lasts for an hour, well, that's alright. We got all night. Set the world right. Brooklyn shaped me. Brooklyn was, was my home neighborhood. It was a very protected kind of an environment. It wasn't the city, it wasn't Manhattan. That's where my family was, that's where my friends were, all my cousins and my immediate family. I had started singing, taking guitar lessons when I was about 16. I submitted some audition songs, a bunch of songs that I'd written. They were all beginner's songs, but rock and roll really was in its infancy then. But they wanted to get into this new field called rock and roll. I was lucky. I'd been knocking around for 7 or 8 years, trying to make it as a songwriter. And I bumped into 2 very talented people. They were among the top writers of the time, and they liked me. They heard some of my demos, and they liked me. They got me signed to a music publishing house. Solitary Man was my first record. Belinda was mine till the time that I found her holding Jim, loving him. Then you came along, loved me strong, that's what I thought. Me and you, well, that died too. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a guy that'll stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am, solitary man, solitary man. The next record, which was a thing called Cherry Cherry, was my first big national hit. It was top 5 record and international as well. And that's what broke the dam. I was a kid knocking around trying to get my music heard, and suddenly everybody was knocking on my door. I'm a perfectionist. I like to get it right. I like to get it good. And writing songs is it's not the kind of thing that you can count on every day. You never know what's going to come. And the balance between the performing and the writing has been a good one for me. So when I'm not writing, I'm performing. I don't write when I'm performing, and I don't perform when I'm writing. My favorite of all of my songs, I Am, I Said. Very personal kind of a song, very reflective, and probably the hardest song I've ever had to write. So if I had to say one song, it'd be that one. Keep thinking about making my way back. Well, I'm New York City born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between 2 shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself. I've written for others. I never did very well at it. The Monkees, I'm a believer. I actually didn't write it for them. I wrote it for me. It was on one of the early albums. They had the hit. It was never released as a single for me.
Only true in fairy tales, and for someone else, but not for me. Our love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer.
I haven't really pursued movies. I don't have a feeling for it. I didn't really understand the process. It was a little scary to me. I'd never done it before. A month or so before we started the film, I bumped into Dustin Hoffman in an airport, and I said to him, I'm doing the jazz singer with Laurence Olivier, and I have no idea how to approach this. What do I do? And Dustin was very, very generous about it. He said, well, it sounds like you're scared of this guy here, and it sounds like the character is scared of him too, so just play that. I didn't have a sense of it. When I first got on stage and performed in front of a live audience, I had a feeling about it. I liked it. It did something to me, and I never got that feeling making movies.
Hello, my friend, hello. It's good to meet you so. It's good to love you like I do, and to feel this way when I hear you say hello.
Every performer wants, at a very basic level, they want to be accepted. There's so many talented people out there, why am I the one? I think most performers have that kind of self-doubt. You feel lucky, you feel guilty, you feel like it's going to be over, but I mean, it's gone on long enough for me to say, hey, it's been good, and even if it's over tomorrow, it's okay. The only thing that's relevant really is the feeling that I have about what I'm doing and the feeling that my audience has.